Hey gardeners, Amy here with Garden Up. Today I want to talk about plant stakes. So there are a lot of different ways to stake up your plants. I'm going to show you a few of my favorites. I think my most favorite one is this, and I'll show you how it works in a second, but basically you stick it into the ground and then these little hooks hook on the loop for the next one, and so you can make them as big or as small as you need for the plant you have. So my milkweed this year is being incredibly top heavy and floppy. I put these bags over the seeds. I'm trying a new thing for catching the seeds, but that's not relevant for this video. Basically, you put the first stake in, and then you see where it's going to line up with the next stake, and you put the next one in. You want the little bend in this side to hook into the loop on the next one. Now, once you've done that, you can either put them in all at once, or you can gather the plant as you go. I've done both, they both work. So you can open it up and gather the plant up. You don't have to fight with the plant all at once. You go all the way around your plant just like that. The trick is lining it up when it's done. Yeah, and I love these because if I've missed a branch, I can just open it up, gather that one in right where it's supposed to be. And just like that, my plant is now supported and staked up off the concrete and out of the walkway. The next stake I use the most often is probably the most common, I would think, and it's just a long stick with a loop at the end. And this one you stick in the ground and then the plant goes into it and it holds things up real well. So this is a native liatris. It's usually perfectly capable of standing on its own, but for some reason this year it is not. It probably thinks it wants more water or something. So with these, super simple. I put them in the ground in the direction the plant is leaning, so it kind of helps to just stabilize things. These come in lots of different lengths, so you want to make sure to get the one that's right for the plant you're trying to stake. You can push from the top, but guide from close to the bottom. I think I'm hitting a tree root. But then once it's in there, you just kind of set the plants in the loop, and then there they are. They're all upright now. I just used the same stakes to hold up my tiger lilies over here because they were flopping over, which I also just filmed a video on them, so check my video list to see that. Okay, a few other options. One of my favorites for peonies specifically is designed specifically for peonies. This one, they call it a grow-through grid, but most people call it a peony cage. The trick with these is you have to put them over your peonies before your peonies get big. So just when they're starting to emerge, or maybe they're about 6 inches tall or so, you take these 3 little stakes, you set them, you hook them up to the edge, or all around the ring, and you set them over your peony so that your peony can grow through it. If you don't get it on there before the peony gets this tall, then it's too late. You're going to end up breaking some of your leaves in order to use this. So that's one of the downsides of these, but they are very, very useful for peonies specifically, because as long as the peonies use all of these little holes, the branches are spread apart and they get that extra support they need so that they still stand up when they've got those heavy flowers on the ends. So that's peony cages. Another option for staking is sticks. Okay, these ones are coated. This is a piece of metal that's coated in a plastic, and these are great. They come in all different sizes. I like that they're green. They disappear in the garden, so you don't even really see them. But in order to use these, you have to have some kind of tie, so twine or a twist tie or a Velcro strap or something like that to actually attach the plant to the stake. The downside of doing that is that you can twist or tie too tightly to the plant and you can girdle the plant, so you have to be super careful about that. How I use these with a twist tie is I twist the tie on really tight to the stake, and then I twist it loosely and separately around the plant. And then this is another, basically the same thing. This is just a bamboo stake. It does exactly the same thing. You stick it in the ground, you tie the plant to it. A little bit more visible, but more natural looking. So if that's the look you're going for, this might be the way to go. And then of course there's a whole host of options that are made specifically for tomatoes. So I'm not even going to touch on those, but y'all know what they are. Tomato cages, there's the vertical fence grid things, there's sticks with other sticks going through those sticks. There's all kinds of options for tomatoes specifically, but I wanted to talk mainly about the different hoop type stakes that you can purchase at your local nursery. So thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, if you liked the video, please remember to hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I do my best to answer all of the questions that come in. And on that note, everybody, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the garden.